Hello everybody and welcome back then to the VALVIK Grand Prix Tour. We're back after a short hiatus and this will be the last race of the first half of the season as we find ourselves then at the home of the Golf Birds. Welcome along then to Golf Course 18. Last time out in the overall standing, the Scorpions won at their home race in Carrara and that puts them up to third place in the team standings. Clement Cherries up to second, and it's the Sailors that lead the way, 16 points away from second place. And in the individual standings, then it's Thorn, Yin, and Hazard as your top three. But of course, with 6 rounds still left to go in this championship, anything can still happen. As meanwhile, near the back, Harmony sitting in last with only 1 point to their name. As we look towards the 5th round of the season, welcome along then to Burden, Golf Course 18. 13 turns await our teams today in a very tricky track, a section of long straights alongside tricky turns. And let's see who of our teams will line up today. A lot of the second marbles for a lot of these teams here. Only 8 teams, only 7 teams picking their lead marbles. As you can see, Carmen's, Clockworks, Cue Balls, and of course the Scorpius Salamander, the latest race winner, as Pyro now begins their lap of the Golf Birds for Golf Course 18. Let's see how exactly this track is. The most particular area of this track will be that tunnel section right after turn 10, as Pyro now slow out of turn 9, going into turn 11 now. A blind left-hander, as Pyro now rounds out the lap with a 22.34. That's going to be the benchmark for our teams here, as Sonata now begins the lap 14 Virtuoso. As turn 1 is a very fast right-hander, followed by a left kink into turn 2. Turn 3, then a slow right-hander going into turn 4. Turn 6 to turn 7 there, a very important left-hander there, as then turn 11, another very narrow left-hander. And then 2 90-degree turns round out the lap here, and it's going to be a 21.09, faster than by over a second than Pyro's time. That's a very good benchmark then for Sonata, who now puts themselves up into first place as Loon of the Coastside Crescents make contact into turn 3. Slow out of turn 3. Let's see how they manage the rest of the lap here. Going into the green. And then down into turn 10. Into the tunnel. And then out of turn 11. Very fast out of turn 11. But let's see how they manage the rest of the lap there. Especially with that contact in turn 3. And they cross the line with the 23.12. Putting them in third provisionally, almost a second slower than Pyro's time, almost 2 seconds slower than Sonata's time, as Eagle now spurred on by the crowd. Of course, the home marble sitting 4th last in the individual standings then. As Eagle then managing the course pretty well here, going into the tunnel now. And then out of the tunnel, fast getaway out of turn 11, not bad. Going into 12 and then 13. Let's see how they manage the rest of the lap here. It's going to be a 21.44, putting them in second place. Still, nobody has so far been able to match Sonata's time of a 21.09 as Spirit now begins their lap. Pretty slow going into this fast left-hander here of turn 8 and then down to turn 9 and then into turn 10. Out of turn 11, pretty slow getaway there. Going into 12 and then 13. Contact out of 12 and then slow out of 13. And Spirit's time is very poor. 23.42 puts them down in 5th provisionally. With 15 marbles still left to run, right being one of them, of course. And already slow out of turn 1, turn 2 and turn 3 slow as well. Oh, it's not looking very good for the second marble of the Sky Scouts. As out of turn 9, a pretty speedy getaway there, but let's see how they manage the entry into the tunnel and then out of the tunnel. Fast out of turn 11, not bad then, and then 12 and 13, they're managing to recover the rest of the lap here, but let's see, it's only good enough for 4th place, 22.45, and it could have been much worse then for the Sky Scouts. As the Clockworks then begin their lap, Steam. Pretty fast out of turn 3, not bad then out of turn 3, turns 4 and 5, managed pretty well as well, turn 8, not bad. It's looking like a pretty tidy lap so far from Steam, pretty slow out of turn 9 though, going into the tunnel. Turn 11, not a bad getaway, but let's see how they manage the rest of the lap here. As Steve is about to cross the line, and it's a 22.35, only ahead of Right. As Spirit already out of Q2 contention. As Uramaki now begin their lap for the Sushi Squad. Sushi Squad sitting pretty low in the standings at the moment. only 12th place for the red and white team. As Uramaki now managing the lap. Let's see how they manage out of turn 11. Slow getaway out of 11, and then they're in 12 and 13. Slow out of 13. And as they cross the line, it's a 23:30, already out of Q2 contention. 7th, only ahead of Spirit, as Himalaya now begin their lap ascent. Last time out, started last, qualified in last place. As, oh, slow contact out of turn 3. Oh, that's a poor attempt for Himalaya. Of the Peculiar Peaks then. Let's see how they manage the rest of the lap here, but it's not looking very good for the brown marble. Out of 12, slow out of 12, and then out of 13. Again, slow out of 13 as they cross the line, and it's 9th. Oh, disaster then for the Peculiar Peaks. As Renew then begins their lap for Team Echo. Of course, Renew a pole-sitter back in race 2 of the VALVIK Grand Prix Tour. Could not capitalize on their pole position and finished 2nd in that race behind Garnet of the Flaming Cherries. But a pretty reasonable lap so far. Fast getaway out of turn 11 and then out of 12 and 13 as they cross the line. It's a 21:27. Puts them in 2nd place. Not bad then from Renew. Have been a pretty strong qualifier for Team Echo, aside from their pole position as well. As Graphite now begin their lap. Also another speedy marble in the qualifying. Of course, fastest Q1 time in the very first race of the VALVIK Grand Prix Tour. Not a bad lap so far as they enter the tunnel. Oh, but contact out of 11. Oh, it's a disaster for Graphite. Ooh, what could have been for the Carbons marble as they cross the line now. It's a 23:42. Lost a lot of time out of turn 11. It's a blind left-hander, so no wonder that Graphite had issues there. Of course, the only marble to have issues there so far. As, oh, speaking of issues, Swirl, contact into turn 3. Hitting the wall there. Let's see how they manage the rest of the lap here. But it's not looking very fast for Swirl. Slow out of turn 9, going into turn 10, the tunnel. But then fast out of turn 11, not bad then. And then contact with the wall into 12 and then into 13. About to cross the line. It's a 23:09, 7th. Ooh, just shy of the Q2 time. The Q2, of course, benchmark at the moment is right as Harmony now begin their lap. Harmony, of course, the only marble to have 1 point to their name, finishing 19th in their very first race, which was, of course, the 2nd race. But not a bad qualifier here, Harmony, as they qualified 7th for that race. As they're about to cross the line now. Ooh, slow out of turn 12, a little bit of contact there. As they're about to cross the line, it's 4th place. Ooh, they knock right out of Q2 contention there. And of course, Harmony continuing with their trend of qualifying well as Parasite now begin their lap, following a very good string of performances from Hazard for the Violet Vermin. A team with not a very good track record in racing events. Hazard seemingly putting that reputation to bed as Parasite now continuing on with their lap. Let's see how they manage the rest of the lap here. Oh, slow out of turn 12 into turn 13, about to cross the line. It's a 23:05 behind right, down in 8th. Still, mid-pack is better than qualifying last. As Tenball starts their lap. Tenball, a mixed qualifying record, took the fastest Q1 time in race 3, could not capitalize, and finished down in the order there. As they're going through the lap here, fast getaway out of turn 11. And then into 13, about to cross the line. It's a 23:16 though. Oh, behind Loon. Ooh, a very slow time then for Tenball as Joker now begin their lap. Fast getaway out of 3. Turn 3 has been the most problematic for these marbles here. Same with turn 11. But Joker managing pretty well here for the Royal Jesters. Let's see how they manage turn 11 there. Not bad. Going into 12 and then down into 13. This could be a very good time. Oh, but then contact out of 10-13 ruins the lap for the Royal Jesters. Only in 7th. Oh, disaster. As Sonata and Renew then guaranteed to go into Q2. I didn't even notice that as Salman did now begin their lap. Of course, the winner of the last race in Skorada. Very happy about that. The first and so far only team to win at their home race. And the Scorpions is very happy about that. Not only are they the Season 3 champions of the VALVIK Marble League, but now sitting in 3rd place in the VALVIK Grand Prix Tour. Let's see what Salamander does here. And they cross line into 22-26. Puts them in 4th place as Eagle then guaranteed to move into Q2 for the Golfbirds. Fans are very happy about that. We don't really see the home team going into Q2 that often. I believe, in fact, this is the first time this happens. As Spine now begin their lap. Though, of course, the individual leader in the individual standings, then Spine, had a very poor race in Reacton, second round of the VALVIK Grand Prix Tour. But it's not a bad lap then from Spine. Puts them in 3rd place. Already guaranteed to go into Q2. Salamander now beginning to sweat a little bit here as 2 runs left to go. It's Garnet and the Sailor's Marble. Garnet, fast getaway out of 3, pretty fast out of 4. Good getaway out of 8 as well into turn 9. Slow out of turn 9 though, but this has been the slowest part of the track so far. As they go through 11, not bad through 11, through 12 and then through 13 as Garnet is about to round out the lap. And it's a very quick time with a 21.53 with 1 run left to go. Garnet guaranteed to go into Q2 as Starboard now begins their lap for the Sailors. It's either Salamander or Starboard that can challenge any of the rest of the top 6. As Starboard now, not a bad getaway out of 8, going through 9 now, slow time out of 9, and then through 10 and through 11. Oh, but contact for Starboard out of 11. Oh, it's a disaster for Starboard. I think it's over for the Sailor's Marble. It's about to cross the line, and it's only good enough for 17th place. Ooh, Salamander, just shy. Salamander is safe. They're going to Q2. But it's Sonata that set the fastest Q1 time with a 21.09. Renew, Spine, Eagle, Garnet, and Salamander move on to Q2. What a run then from Sonata, captain of Team Virtuoso, as they're about to get into Q2. As always, three laps around the track will determine the top 3 rows for tomorrow's race. Here we go then, it's Sonata in first, Renew in 2nd place as we're waiting for the 5 green lights to turn on. Here they come, the 5 green lights are turning green now. And we're out for the Q2 shootout after a long wait. It's a good start for Spine. Renew now, Salamander now takes the lead. It's Sonata now back into 1st place. Salamander up from 6th up to 4th. It's Eagle then up to 2nd place as Sonata already managing a gap over Eagle. It's Sonata, Eagle, Spine, Salamander, Garnet, and Renew who drops from 2nd all the way down to 6th. And it's contact for Spine out of 11, but then putting them in 6th right now. It's still Sonata, Eagle, Salamander, Garnet, Renew, and Spine a long way back. And meanwhile then, Salamander now does take 2nd from Eagle. Not a bad recovery then from Salamander from 6th all the way up to 2nd place, but they're not able so far to beat the Team Virtuoso Marble as they're about to approach the last lap of the Q2 shootout. Eagle then in a tight battle with Salamander. Meanwhile, battling for 4th, it's Renew and Garnet as Sonata slow out of turn 2, but we're able to get that defense from Salamander as about to round out the last lap here with a great gap over Salamander. As they're about to round out turn 11 now. They're about to cross the line. And they're about to cross the line now to Tempo in Burden. Salamander takes 2nd place. Renew takes 3rd. Garnet, Spirit, and Eagle all the way down in 6th place. What happened to Eagle there? Disaster then for the Golfbirds Marble. 3rd and 4th were up to 2nd. And then down to 6th. But well done then to Sonata after that beautiful defense then at the start to retake 1st place and then defending against Salamander. They now take pole position and the fastest Q1 time. 3 points to the Team Virtuoso Marble. So then, it's Sonata takes pole, Salamander takes 2nd place, Renew up to 3rd. Garnet, Spine, and Eagle round out the top 6. And there's no change in individual standings, but Team Virtuoso become the only team to score both pole and the fastest Q1 time. Well done to them. But that's it from us from the VALVIK Grand Prix Tour. We'll see you tomorrow for the race here in Burden. As for myself, I've been Frankie, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye and have a nice rest of the day.